Enemy dropping into the AO.
Hey, what's up everyone, this is Sarge. We're going to be looking at two Black Ops weapons that made it on the Warzone and run a specific barrel for both of them that'll increase the bullet velocity to an absurd amount. This was a recent discovery by JGod, who released a spreadsheet on all of the barrels and how much bullet velocity they give each weapon. Surprisingly, the AK74U has probably the fastest bullet velocity in the game, and that's with this specific barrel. It's the reinforced, the VDV. For some reason, I don't know if it's a glitch, probably is. It just has more bullet velocity than just the Liberator. Normally we would run the Liberator because we think that that's faster, but for some reason on some guns, the reinforced tends to give you even a higher amount than what it should be giving you, and that probably has a lot to do with the stats from Black Ops transferring over and not being exactly what they are supposed to be doing. With the Tundra, we're going to be running that as the sniper, and this is for some of you guys who've been wanting me to try out this weapon. I did mention in my first impressions on this weapon that it is kind of like the HDR, a little bit lackluster. For me, in general, it does feel a little bit more sluggish, especially when you try to aim down sight, and when you're reloading, you have the whole reload delay with a lot of the Black Ops weapons. I think in general, it just makes the gun a lot slower, and the fact that you don't have a tac laser for the sniper, I think that really hinders the Black Ops snipers in Warzone. I think the Tundra and the Pellington perform great in Black Ops, but in Warzone, it's not as powerful, I guess you can say, compared to what I would consider the meta in the Warzone scene as far as snipers go, as far as the HDR, the SPR 208, or the Car 98. Those are pretty much the top tier snipers. So my opinion still stays the same, even though I've already fully leveled up this gun. I've used it a couple of times. I just don't like how the gun feels. To me, it just feels slow. And even with running these meta attachments, you can see pretty much how the gameplay pans out. As far as the optic goes, I would suggest probably running the Ultra Zoom custom, because it seems like there's no item sway to this, and you can zoom in from 2 times all the way to 20. This one, that's pretty big, because you won't get that sway that you get with most of the other scopes. Another thing that's really interesting that was also found is that you don't get sniper glint with some of these scopes. Yeah, as far as the AK74U, I do think this is a great SMG in the Black Ops arsenal of weapons that we got transferred over. I would consider this one to be probably the third best SMG. That is behind the MP5, and then the MP5 behind the MAC-10. MAC-10 is still overall a beast of an SMG and takes the #1 slot even after it's gotten nerfed as the meta. MP5 trails right behind it, and then I would say the AK74U is somewhere in there. As far as the bullet velocity though, it's really insane. Reinforced, that barrel alone, you could just laser beam people from across the map, and it almost feels like a mini Grau, like you're just running around, and as they're parachuting in, or if they're off at a distance, you can really pull off your shots and have them connect at those farther ranges. So yeah, give this loadout a try. Everything else is pretty much the meta. I did swap in the 5 laser, and that's just so when you're in those engagements where you're really up close and you're in like a shotgun range engagement, you can just hip fire with this weapon and not have to worry about your bullets veering off into different directions than it shouldn't be. So that's the reason for that. You can swap out the laser for a stock. The Spetsnaz stock is pretty good. Some people suggest the no stock. Another option is the underbarrel. Again, Spetsnaz grip is a great grip. Some people are also suggesting Bruiser. Those are options that you have for the AK74U. But in today's gameplay, you're going to see me run this full setup as well as the Tundra. So enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV overhead.
FBI, send that recon.
UAV entering the AO. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. Enemy recon drone in your area. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO. Overhead. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy UAV overhead. Soldier incoming. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Close.
eyes. Enemy dropping into the AO. Locate and secure cash. Enemy attack chopper into the AO. Bring it down and recover the cash. Enemy soldier incoming. Soldier incoming.